Now, everyone, this has been a passion project for our staff for many years, to use the platform of this show, The Maury Show, to try to locate missing children and shine a light on cases that have gone cold. Now, everyone, please welcome April and April's daughter, Andrea, to The Maury Show. Because April is the embodiment of the phrase, a mother's love knows no limits. Here's the story. 8 years ago, April's only son, Iroquois, was gunned down along with a friend while they sat in a car in Norwalk, Connecticut, which, by the way, is within, 10 or 12 miles of where we sit. This crime has gone unsolved. However, April refuses to stop fighting to get justice for her son, Iroquois. Watch this.
August the 6th, 2011 was one of the worst days of my life. I lost my son. We received a call and said that my son got shot. Then we get another call and saying he's on Avenue B, which is in Norwalk. The scene, it was crazy, the amount of police cars. And I seen the tape, And I ran up to the officers and they couldn't even answer any questions. She said, it's too late. And I said, what do you mean it's too late? I didn't know he was dead. I didn't know. Jesus, it's so crazy. I love every single thing about my son. He got along with everybody. Education was so important to him. He loved his kids. To know that he's not gonna walk through the door, that I'm not gonna hear his voice. The pain is so unbearable at times. As of today, his murders have been unsolved. I am that mother that's not gonna stop until I get justice for my son.
You are not going to stop until you get justice. And what do you mean by that?
When I say I'm not going to stop until I get justice for my son, I'm not going to stop because I'm that mother that's going to fight.
So we wanted to help April, so we contacted a psychic, Christopher Allan, to see if his insights could warm up this cold case. And so a little later, we're going to show you what happened when Christopher visited the scene of this crime. Right. Well, Andrea, yes. It's been 8 years, but what was it like when you find out that your brother has been killed?
It was scary, because who does that? Not to one person, but two.
Because when he got shot, there was an innocent young girl in the car with him.
There was two of them.
Mm-hmm. How black is that person's heart to kill somebody innocent? You wanted my son that bad. How black? Their heart is black.
What
I have here, this is a piece of his dread. Iroquois had long dreads.
So you took each person got a chance to have part of his dread. And the worst part about all this, after losing your son, and after having all this emptiness, whoever did it may be walking the streets.
Not maybe, they are walking the street because they're not behind bars. So they are walking the street, and it's so crazy that I love what I do in the community because I help, and I could be helping the one that is responsible for my son's death.
Did you have a feeling that you might have some kind of benefit by meeting a psychic?
I never thought about it, but I'm so happy I met him. He was great, he was awesome.
By the way, he had no idea of the case. He had none of the specifics, and psychic Christopher Allan met April for the first time a couple of days ago and gave her information, apparently, that was startling. Watch. Unaware of the details surrounding the murder of April's son, Iroquois, psychic medium Christopher Allan sat down with April in Norwalk, Connecticut. Immediately, Christopher sensed the gravity of their meeting.
As a human being, there's a couple of heavy things that I'm seeing that I feel like this might be a big first for me to talk about. First thing that they show me is I'm picking up on the reference of sons. There's a son that passed away.
Yes.
He wants me to put a tiara on you. He wants me to bring up who's got the name of royalty.
His daughter, Dynasty.
Dynasty? Yeah, that would do it for me.
And actually, he called her Princess Dynasty.
Princess Dynasty, that would make more sense to me. Are we looking at somebody who was killed by impact? They want me to say car boom or somebody was shot?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna say that's how your son passed?
The boom, not a car pack.
He was shot?
Mm-hmm.
He's making me feel like he's actually protecting somebody else as they're being struck. And it's important that Where's the girl? Because once we keep on bringing up, like, you know, was his sister with him or something in the car?
No, she died as well.
Oh, there was a female that died?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a friend of hers? His?
Yes.
He was possibly next to her and, you know, kind of took one of the bullets for her. He should be looked at as a hero. He did get a look at the person who did this, and he feels like he knows him. He was having me hear tire screeches as if it's almost like he's being chased or followed somewhere behind. And he wants me to bring up the feeling of thinking that, oh, this can't be real. Like, this is stupid. You know, and making it seem like they either cut him off or it says,
Oh, you don't even know. Are you serious? And they did. They cut him off. They did. Oh my God. They did. They cut him off. They did. They cut him off.
Was it helpful, what he had to say to you?
Yes, it was very helpful because only my immediate family, like my kids, knew about this. He went in to say something else that only my kids knew, you know, the description of the truck. We only knew, nobody knew about that, and he brought that up.
His truck or the truck that cut him off?
The truck that cut him off.
Well, I'm going to find out now because Christopher is here. Everybody welcome Christopher Allan. So, how'd you know about that truck?
I don't know how I know about a lot of things, but I do, and I felt it.
Now, the police haven't completely forgotten about this, right? You have a detective on the case?
I not only have a detective on the case because I fight. When I say that I fight for my son, I have different agents on my son's case. So it's just not the detectives.
And there's a big reward out, right?
It is very big.
$50,000 for
Yes.
information leading to the arrest of the person or persons who did this.
Yes.
By the way, you think it's one person or two?
I think it's two.
It's crazy.
So
It's
some-
crazy.
Is that what you think?
Yep.
Somebody knows something, and this show is going to bring to light and re-inspire it.
Has anything changed since you met with Chris?
Everything that we known, he confirmed. You understand? So I know that it's going to happen, and I'm not going to stop until it happens.
And Chris believes, I think, that her son is on the other side with a huge gravitational pull.
No doubt. No doubt. And I will like to say that one day, when they find this person, I'd like to have you take one of those dreads of his and maybe wrap those people's arms in hands and bring the justice. And he actually wants you to actually give him a hug and forgive.
And that's crazy, and that's what he want. That's what my son want, and I know that's what he want. And it's so crazy because I would do it. You understand? I can't say to speak for my kids, but for me, for total healing and to continue what I do in the community and love on people, I have to forgive them.
But justice still needs to be served.
Oh, definitely.
So April,
Yeah.
April, I want you to look at this camera right here, and I want you to be able to speak to anybody who might have information about Iroquois' homicide.
I'm asking anyone with information to please come forward. This is a mother's worst nightmare, and somebody knows something. Somebody knows something.
I want everybody to take a look at April's son, Iroquois. If you have any information on this unsolved homicide, please call this number, 203-854-3111. Have you been told that you're the father, but fear you're actually raising another man's child? Please call us right now at 1-888-45-MAURY to speak with someone from our show about taking a DNA test. Thanks for watching, everybody. Now, if you want to see more Maury content, click here. And be sure to subscribe to be the first to know about new videos.